cool Rubitude. Gizmo Hall on the Iwi. Jeremy Klawicki over there on the drums, and Bennett Mason on the Nord electronic keyboard. Okay, thought that would wake you up, just in case you weren't awake. But we are going to change the pace considerably now, and we have some seats. You guys can move in here. Move over here, because right here. This one is an original by our drummer, Jeremy Klawicki. And he just, I think he composed this for the Contemporary Jazz Ensemble and then expanded it, right, for the big band. Contemporary Jazz Ensemble played last night, and that's led by Nathan Tenoe. He would ordinarily be here tonight. He's playing with the Las Vegas Philharmonic. He's a principal trombonist, and he was required to be there tonight. So we're real happy with him as a wonderful teacher and colleague and educator and arranger, composer. He's actually very brilliant. So, but at any rate, this is, so therefore, many of our students kind of pick that up and start to write their own music. And this is by Jeremy Klawicki, and it's called In the Earth and Air. Composed and arranged by Gershwin with Jennifer Little on the tenor saxophone, Joey Suda on the trumpet. We have one more original arrangement before we bring back the incredible Alan Vizzutti. And this one is a great George Gershwin song, "Oh Lady Be Good." And it's arranged by one of our grad assistants. He's a fantastic pianist and arranger. And I think he's doing the sound back there. Sean Whitmer, right there. Thank you, Sean. And this is going to start out with Bennett Mason playing old stride piano. Evelyn Davidson on the clarinet. Again, Jeremy Plowicki featured on the drums and Bennett Mason on the piano. We're now going to bring out our wonderful, incredible guest jazz trumpet artist. And after he plays the next two selections, there'll be a very brief, about an 8-minute intermission. And that's your opportunity to purchase those CDs out there and support the program and support Alan Vizzutti. And also like to thank our Jazz Studies Advisory Board, Dave Fisher, President, and my wife Debbie. They take pictures, they photograph, with Ed Foster, every one of the performances. They made DVDs for every one of the band members. And also Frank Carbone, who has started an organization called the Nevada Jazz Education Alliance. He's very supportive, and your students. And there's many more too, which we'll get to later on. But at this point, I'd like to bring out our fantastic, brilliant trumpet artist. And we were back at the Eastman School of Music many, many years ago. We've all gone our separate paths, and it's great to have him back here. He's one of those brilliant trumpet performers worldwide in both classical and jazz genres, and we're going to welcome him back, Mr. Alan Vizzutti. So we're going to perform a piece he brought to us, he sent to us, called It's a Heavy Town. It's a wonderful ballad. Donald Byrd actually composed it, and it's arranged by Mitch Farber, so we hope you like it.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to move. We have a lot of music, as you know, in the program, so I'll move it right along. But it's been fantastic visiting yesterday and today, working with students, doing a couple of masterclass clinic type things. Viva music education, man. We're going to change the world and spread some peace around, you know, some happiness. Yeah. And as you may or may have not thought about, basically jazz music, I mean Vegas is a little bit of an exception, but jazz music and big band music is basically alive in the schools. You can hear it now, it's just coming out of the blue. And, anybody name that pitch? A natural. Anyway, this kind of, and the levels going on here are really exciting. So I'm glad you're supporting it. I hope you spread the word. I mean, it's a very inexpensive concert to come to and a fantastic level of playing. And as you'll hear with the next band also, there's a lot of great stuff going on. So spread the word, and you know, we would love to have full houses for school concerts, and then the administrations come around and start throwing a little money that way. They can buy music and, you know, the nice domino thing. So thank you so much for your support. This is a lovely composition. Actually, it's a standard tune called I'll Remember April, as the program says, but please pay attention to and enjoy the wonderful orchestration, the ideas that the arranger, Mike Tomorrow, created within the context of the song. You know, you start with the song, but he made it a really colorful, beautiful piece compositionally. So we hope you enjoy his arrangement of I'll Remember April.
fantastic. Thank you, Alan. Hurry back. We're going to have a very brief